Tell them what happened.
Okay, well, it was not one of my proudest moments. I was involved in a road rage incident, and we sort of got argy-bargy, we bumped each other, and eventually my car turned over, and one of the things that happened, I lost 16 by 20 centimeters at the top of my head, was ground off, which I had to have reconstructive surgery. But that wasn't the worst. I fractured my cervical spine, C5 and C6. Now the challenge with C5 and C6 is below that is the motor skills of your arms and legs. So you literally become a head. You don't need to be assisted to breathe, but you literally can't use your arms and legs. Anyway, I was lying in the hospital, and I believe you need to have something to aspire to do in your life. You need to have challenges that you can reach. And I decided that while I was lying there, there's a marathon in South Africa. It's 56 miles long. And I decided that I was going to run this marathon the next year. So anyway, I have this concept, this idea that if you set a goal, no good keeping it to yourself. It's great writing it down, putting it in your diary, in your journal, and you forget about it and it disappears. I believe that you've got to put yourself out there, and you've actually got to say to people, this is what I'm going to do. And it kind of, when you get to those moments when you hit various challenges, etc., it gives you that fire in your belly. You think, well, I can't disappoint those people. I'm going to get past this. I'm going to make it happen. So while I was lying in bed, the doctor, the orthopedic surgeon, walked into the ward, and he kind of looked down at me, and he went, when they get that look in their eyes, like, I don't want to have the sympathetic look, and he looked down and he went, what, this kid's kind of done. And I looked up at the doctor and I said to him, listen, doc, I'm running the comrades next year. And he sort of reached down and he tapped me on the shoulder and he went, that's the spirit, my boy. Aim for big things. Anyway, I decided, I kind of looked at his eyes and I realized he thought, well, you cooked your goose. But that's what he thought. I had different plans. I believed that I was going to walk again, and there was absolutely nothing that was going to stop me walking. And that's when I realized that if you just do something small, tiny, every single day, no matter how big a challenge may seem to you, anything can be overcome. And I did. The next year, I ran the comrades, and for the next 3 years, I ran the comrades, and I finished the race every single time. So what that story really showed me was, no matter, in fact, the real thing that it showed me is we get challenges in our life, and very often those challenges are the very catalyst that reveals the greatest opportunity that's out there in your life. So next time you're faced with a challenge, whatever it might be, and I want to challenge you now to just think about something. Look back at challenges that you faced in your life up until now. If enough time's passed, are you not better off for those challenges? I know that virtually everybody that I've asked is better off. And I mean, you can't imagine asking somebody and saying to them, you were paralyzed, was that a good thing? And I can honestly stand here today and say it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I was working 18 hours a day, I was driven by money, I was obsessed that money was going to be everything in my life. That changed my life. And put me on a completely new, wonderful path where I became a happy, fulfilled, complete person, rather than an empty person just pursuing money. So be honest with yourself and look at those challenges and say, you're better off. But going forward now, you have awareness, and you need to say to yourself, next time some really huge challenge is in front of me, mourn for a day, cry for a day, mope in your tea for a day if you have to, but get on with your life and look within the challenge, and within those challenges, you're going to find an opportunity every single time. The sooner you look, the sooner you're going to uncover it, the sooner you're going to find it. Thanks. Thank you very much.